Looking for inspiring ideas and new teaching resources to make your English class more fun and more interactive? You are in the right place. Welcome back to Teach English with Passion. For today, I'm gonna share with you another lesson related to unit ethics in business, sequence reading and writing. So, eager to know more? Keep watching. Today's video serves as an alternative to the one we have on the textbook dealing with social auditing on page 65. This adapted lesson explores the phenomenon of child labor. So, let's go together through the learning objectives of this lesson. We have here, at the end of this lesson, learners will be able to read and respond to a text about the phenomenon of child labor. This serves as an enabling objective to help learners achieve the main objective, which is writing an expository article discussing the phenomenon of child labor, speaking about its causes, effects, and suggesting some solutions. As we are dealing with reading, we're gonna use the PDP framework: pre-reading, during reading, and post-reading. Starting with the pre-reading stage, the teacher displays a number of pictures which are related to the topic of child labor. The picture I'm using here serves just as an illustration. On the net, you can find plenty of pictures which are more expressive and that can be used at this stage. So the teacher directs learners' attention to the pictures, and he or she starts an oral discussion with learners over the topic of the pictures. Here are some suggested questions the teacher can ask at this stage. We have: what do the pictures show? At such a young age, are children supposed to be working? Yes or no? If no, how should they be living? According to you, what are the causes behind the phenomenon of child labor? What threats do working children face? And also we have: how do you regard this phenomenon? Is it something ethical, unethical, dangerous? At this level, learners express their personal opinions about the phenomenon of child labor. After brainstorming the topic of the reading passage, the teacher moves on to the next step, which is introducing some key vocabulary words related to the topic. The teacher provides the words deprivation, laborers, abuse, income, and exploitation, and he or she asks learners to match those words with their definitions. Of course, that's not the only way possible to introduce vocabulary. The teacher can use a gap-filling activity or any other activity that he thinks helps learners get the meaning of those new words. The second phase in the lesson is the reading or during reading phase. So for this phase, I have adapted the text shown here. The text explores the phenomenon of child labor. Just note here, once you decide to adapt any new teaching material, whether it is a reading or a listening one, just keep in mind that the material you are adapting meets the following criteria. First, the material should meet your lesson's objectives. Second, the material should be appropriate to the level of learners. And another point, the material should be of an acceptable length so that you won't face any problems in relation to time management. To allow for a smooth transition between the pre-reading and during reading stages, the teacher sets a skimming activity. As shown here, learners are asked to go through the text quickly to choose the right answer for each sentence. Next, learners do a more detailed reading. Learners read the text to do a number of activities. An example of these activities is true-false statements. Other activities the teacher can set during the reading phase include the following: answering comprehension questions, reference words, dividing words into roots and affixes, classifying words according to their final S pronunciation, and reordering jumbled sentences. The choice of these activities depends mainly on what aspects the teacher wants to consolidate and review. In the post-reading phase, the teacher asks learners to complete the diagram given with their own ideas. Learners make use of those ideas to write an expository article about the phenomenon of child labor, discussing its causes, effects, and suggesting some solutions. That's all for today's topic. Hopefully you find it helpful and useful. If you have any questions, suggestions, or topics you want me to deal with, leave a comment below. If you like the content of the video, subscribe now and share the video with your colleagues. Stay tuned. Have a nice day. Bye.